when you have Raise Nade for retake, if you haven't used it, you dump it in the site. Very high rate of effect, and that's going to be a push right towards the A orb. They're past it already from the side of crew. A triple kill for Keznit, and the dash out is for beautiful safety on that one. Still up again, and he'll use it a second.
Lightly damaged as Keznit gets away, but who needs double satchel? You could just hold W and use a dash to escape.
Why not?
But that is also because of the setup of how A site is. Easier for you to run up to get the kills as soon as the barriers come up, and Keznit's looking for the ace.
Crowd's already in it. They're gonna search. We got the trifecta running around. Keznit gonna be in the front here, and it is up to Vinny just to get that spike money down for the squad. I say wait here, family photo if he tries to push.
Plan would be good here for Vinny for sure. And he's going to stick to it.
Yeah.
Gamble. Nobody's coming towards the spawn. He hears a rotate from heaven.
A quick peek. Shy down.
Wait a minute.
Oh, puts himself in the open. The ace does come through. Power on the socials, so you can hashtag unlock your ace as well.
It's only natural that we get the cast crew and then get another ace here with high power. Yeah. But that's it. It almost feels like Vinny's like, hey, let me help the crowd. Let me help the fans in the chat. Get
A is the focus.
Yeah. This is the focus. Salvo's fault line committed as util though, saved up into the back pockets of these G2 players. Spike drone off and around to the side. That's a good connection at that, but how do you choose to refight this one? It's been slowed down. Waiting for the timing. Hold on. Forget about a util. Guns in hand. Just try and make the most of it. valyn! That's what the team needed. The IGL to step up.
I love the reactive utility as well from Jonah P right there. That fault line coming through. Yeah, valyn didn't need it, but this is what we know G2 to be. Multiple steps in their protocols. I think he actually caught a glimpse of Trent there on the fallback. I mean, a 2v5 would be ridiculous to close out the half. Such a tough ask. Heat. See if anybody gives him a 1v1.
Yeah, it's looking unlikely though.
Spike's so far away now. I mean, I think Jaw also saw him on a jiggle as well. But yeah, valyn, the IGL, he's been stepping up huge in these rounds. I mean, he was negative, I think, 6 or 7 at one point. Now he's 11 and 11 on the scoreboard.
Potential ace on the cards as well, if you can find this one. Hunting.
Oh, he's got it.
Sniffing out heat. Caught the timing as well. Back to the wall. There it is. On socials and using the hashtag unlock your ace.
I mean, valyn, he stepped up, he stopped the bleeding. Who other than the IGL who wants it the most? Now, G2, they still have a chance, but a lot is going to be riding on that pistol round, and FURIA...
Potter in the pre-show talked about EG being kind of a team of last chances, second chances, that kind of thing. And a lot of players that are an example of that. Ye1 stuck into this corner, does well with his stinger to clean up this eco round, but for Icy especially, he's had his chances. Ye, he's gonna give it to us. They want an ace. He's got his chance, of course. Ye converts.
The kills being, gotta shout out Supa with the paranoia combo. There's also then a stun coming in from Nature from the A side of the map.
One enemy remaining.
Gorgeous work.
Of course, that's your iBuyPower ace. They're giving away a $100 Riot gift card and $100 in iBuyPower rewards.
Looking at a round where a team had to adapt. That is a big check mark there for Sentinels.
Back to the pistol round.
Oh my gosh,
this time with weapons.
They read it completely, but they're gonna read the speed back onto him. Relay Bolt gets a few stuns there, but they're still trying to get the trades when Zekken is more than ready to return fire. The clone helps him out, get out of that situation. Oh my god, they're just taking the fights. Are we gonna find it? Where's Boostio? Where is he? Oh, they're guaranteeing this one. Gift wrapped with the dimensional drift that they can find him.
The respect on the anti-eco, but unfortunately doesn't get the ace. And now a winning condition. Boostio always good with the Sheriffs. Heard where the TP came out from.
There it is. There it is, Zekken. Giving us our second one.
Look at that. The pistol round was perfect. The small change coming through here from 100 Thieves was that they added more players to push behind Arsenal so they could fight towards that top.
Yeah.
But there was just so many players left for Sentinels.
Now, he's taking his operator over to A.
peering over towards Belt.
Not on top of Gen, though. So Keznit does respect the L drone to... No, okay, well, as I say that. Does head there.
The respect.
Had an idea, and then I threw it out. All right, narrate. Okay, does see his opposite number there, and Adverso is pinged. So now we're at the front of the side again. Sen knocking on the door. Shot for Keznit goes a little wild. He has to get away from this now and allow for a plant. So again, crew are looking for one of those signature floods. This time, the Shock Dart won't claim the race lane.
Another half as they try to flood in. Zekken is too sharp.
Oh, buddy. That is filthy. 3 for Zekken now at null command in play. Given the rest. Just Keznit left now, and Zekken will bounce it away. There is your eye-by-power ace, folks. Remember, the first ace of each week. Well and truly back in the server. Oh, look at this devious licks here, that 3-piece.
No, and he said, let me just do something a little extra with the dash into the ADS WhatsApp. Let me just give something to the crowd real quick, something light.
This is a little bit pick-me-up.
Right,
Twinkle toes.
effortless, didn't even smoke.
Risk there. It's just Silent sitting back waiting for the push-up.
I do really like how Loud continued to get that forward position. Now deuS taking that first angle up in A main. Reclear spots nothing, so great timing for 2G to go for a pinch into A now.
What does this reclick from 2G at A main look like? Okay, stealth drone. Okay, I'm getting. That's a bit premature. Very much so, yeah. 2G's gonna be able to get out of there. And now they lean here, more in the direction of Art. Askia knows the deuS is still here. He knows there's a double up, in fact, for Loud. This is scary here. And there's Askia emerging, takes deuS down instantly. Kawanzine spotted out, of course. That's the Nightfall doing work. A second here for the 2G duelist. He's got to respect that special delivery. As the Steel Garden comes in, and Askia, he's unstoppable.
30 seconds left.
That's 2 years. Long way away from the action.
Cutting through.
Spike to be planted for backside. Askia going on a journey for that ace. A monstrous round from him.
You kind of called it, these big ultimates for 2G, getting him such an edge. Askia, believe it or not, used Dimensional Drift this round. Chimera, his nerve fails him. Askia, though, still on for the ACE. Looks like 2G here. Again, great start to this half. Loud get into it, start to download him a little bit more, and there it is, folks.
So he pops out of this ultimate. I do think deuS dodged the Nightfall, but still couldn't win that fight. Then Vinny had no chance against him, and that shot there was crisp.
Yeah, they made us wait for it a little bit there, but clean showing, of course. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, from Loud. And again, we saw Loud do this actually a lot, but they just kind of patiently held their ground and dealt with the stack instead of pivoting away from it. What does 100 Thieves do? They'll just spray them all down, I guess.
Okay. No one ready for Cryo to be that deep onto the line, apparently. We love a good eco ace. We love a good eco ace. The deuS. It's like, oh my god, how do I avoid this guy? How do I avoid this guy? Snappy video. A week and $100 Riot gift cards and $100 in eye-by-power rewards every time there's an ace. Let's just see it again.
This one was so fast. How does he manage to spray down 4 in that spot? I only even see 3 players on the screen. But yeah, you can follow at eye-by-power on socials. Hashtag unlock your ace.
Early orb.
Boostio goes for a walk down the tube here. Just looking to post himself up, get a little bit of info, hear some rotates. He will hear these footsteps.
Yeah, presumably.
He might have just missed it, actually.
A lot of walking occurring. Timing to be taken. Uh-oh. Him versus Gobert, and here's it. Scurrying around. Good with the crosshair placement.
So he's going to call the timing now for the rest of 100 Thieves to scurry across, but he might have just missed it. Could be a little too late here.
Yeah, they're already. Look at this by 2G. Proactivity is called for. They're going to be trying to fight all the way deep into Snowman. That's a good dart, though. Lighting them all the way up and punish inside. That's LT. Defends through into the back there. Sheriff's in hands. Going to try and make it work. Boostio! Boostio! What is this? 1 bullet left. 1 player left to stand. 4 kills in the round. It's an ace on the cards. Wingman forcing the issue out wide. And there you have it. Stand up Take a bow. Not too far though. You don't want to disconnect your entire setup. All good.
He's tethered again. Got a bit of a freebie here on Cabrera to open things up, but then nice catch on Askia. Just as Askia was about to fight over Snowman control. All 5 in the round.
Yeah, looking nice with it for the iBuyPower ace. Make sure you follow iBuyPower on socials and use.
And a different look now for Cloud9 and heading into this gun round.
And now they're working towards A1 that has adjusted his setup. Got that kill trip. It's attached to the default site. Stealth drone coming in and broken.
Havoc's on the side, dashing in the cloud burst there. Just gets a little bit scary. Armageddon Mitch has got nowhere to go, folks. Caught inside the grab well. And the end comes for us all. Prize able to find one, but Vic fighting like a heli on their sides. What an ace out of nowhere, Vic. Delivers a stunning moment.
Legitimately, where did that come from? Rafa's caught on that trip that net place had never been broken. Havoc didn't walk into it earlier, and then Vic just snaps the perfect crosshair placement.
That's to evacuate, to be honest. He wants to stay alive, backing his way in through the spawn. TP into the back, that's bang. Cuts up the angle. Gives an overly safe entry here for the Sentinels players. They're anticipating that there might be a response outside, but John just six all the way out.
Loud are currently looking for the lurker in mid. They're looking to try to see if there's somebody there, full clear them out with DG and Luke. And now that they've realized there's nobody, they can start committing to a retake. But again, it's with a bad buy.
Smoke isolates it. Both flash going to be expended. As you already said, very bad buy indeed. Loud still going to be committing the abundance of util to try and make an attempt at least of this round. Already flooding out towards the back. That's pANcada hitting off some beautiful shots. Damage done. Absolutely absurd work from pANcada. Digitine joined by the sides here. They've got Sentinels corralled into the corner. And pANcada,
does he have time? Yes.
Pulls it out. Circle shrinking down.
I think he's got it.
Oh my God, pANcada!
Around with that wallbang headshot to begin. His Sheriff aim was remarkable.
That's insane.
Utterly remarkable.
That's insane work. Absolutely insane work. And there's your iBuyPower ace. Follow him on social. That's a stun. Push them back. There's a second's time to shine. Fortline's going to be slowing them down a tad. Heavy committal as well from the rest of the Sentinels. They've got a lot of bodies here to try and lay siege into the A site, but they're going to give this one up. Digitine reveals his hand with the operator shot that just went wide here, so different direction to be taken now for Sentinels. Pressure exerted by Zeltas up through mid. It's going to be the breaking. Needs to be a response realistically from Loud as well to try and clear up some of this space. But pANcada, flash to the corner, tight to the corner. No one's cleared it out, but it doesn't even matter. Luke Show himself. Zekken already forwards into the fight and might be able to just slip all the way behind, but NoFF is going to be revealing the job entirely. Can't quite take that timing. Just feigns like he potentially could be. Gets his team straight back into it. Bang is also just trying to fake like he could be lurking up towards A. Util's used and the cam just spots it out entirely. Salvos the next level and layer to all of this. Luke Show is online.
And it looks like he's ready to get this ace. Bang. Might end up walking straight into this.
30 seconds left.
Drop and exchange of the gun. Bang. He's got plenty of money, doesn't need to be worrying too much about that one, just wants to do economical damage at this point. But he's just been highlighted, and that's an ace! Secured up, Luke Show. We're waiting for him to really show up.
They were going for, but the pivot through Garage after that B exploration didn't quite work. And a lot of players just kind of getting caught out in the open.
Yeah, make sure to follow iBuyPower on socials, hashtag unlock your ace. What's a giveaway?
This is going to be a B re-hit at some point here, I would imagine. Icy maybe looking like he wants to go through double doors to get as much information as possible. But I mean, you take a look at the positioning of Superman and Derek here. Crew don't 100% know it, but this one is definitely ending B still. That recon dart is good from Adverso. It's going to keep 3 bodies on this site.
So okay, the ult is going to be used to try and clear the way through.
Yeah, but the gate crash is coming back to B.
Yeah, faking that presence again, but yeah, you haven't really removed any of the thorns prior. There's only 38 seconds left. Cosmic Divided, even being committed here. There's a flash into the face as well. No connection, and even a return. That's it. Swinging in through the back. This is all crew now. In control. Thorn's not broken in time here, but might not be too much of a problem to pull. It's being denied. EG, hold on, Nature. He's finding some ground here, but no coverage in for the back there, but he... Okay, Nature's already found himself the 3-piece, but left into that 1v2. He'd have to ace to finish this one off. Keznit round to the side just with the shoulder, and he's found that first kill. Okay, Steel Garden, it's available. 8 seconds left and remaining. Plant down, but you're sticking your body out just a little bit too wide there. Does Melza know? He's going to know now. Up towards heaven. This is it. An ace potentially to seal this one up. And playing time, backs out wide. He just wants to fight. He wants to end this round here. And now, and he spots it out entirely. That's a ridiculous...
I mean, he was the one that saved them in a very similar situation on B a few rounds prior. 4 rounds earlier, something like that. He pulls out a kill with 8 seconds left on the clock. Somehow gets it from the depths.
He's got a Midas
And
touch.
recovers it. He does today. But also, everybody...
That's turned things around since they came back from Bangkok. So it's never going to be an easy run for C9, and either of these teams moving forward will have to face off against G2, as now, back in the server, though, 1-0 for Sentinels. Orbs being controlled by Sentinels as the push is coming through from Cloud9 towards main, and it's an easy TP away from zekken.
Like zoo, just the zoo animals just running out A stairs. They're stomping through. You see Sentinels like, no, we don't want any of that. Low buy or not. Smart play to just redistribute and reset the round. Honestly, they spread out to what would just be a default here, 1 minute. And they're going to go ahead and play a fake onto B.
It works.
And get over to A. Yeah, that's working really well. Look at everybody leave A now.
You already forced the TP away here from the side of Zeppa, who initially was trying to keep a 4-player stack towards the A site. They gave up towards that front. Should be an easy entry here for Sentinels because there's no util to stop them as they enter towards A site. Well, Pistols will.
The double swings they have to apply that damage. Get some of these guns down. It's not retrievable just yet, but it is a little bit scary for the post plant here. Zekken spamming through it, using that hero rifle on this buy, or I should say upgrade rifle.
Shots are missing though. There's an opening for C9, not anymore.
Yeah, he closes it down. Oh, waiting on the right side, waiting for the crossfires to come through, and he finds the ace! Coming in for Zekken, they let him have the an I buy power merch. Hashtag unlock your ace, baby. I mean, Zekken continues to unlock his aces.
Yeah, make sure you follow him on socials. I buy power, and yeah, the last kill was a little labor, but just back and forth it went. Even if Sentinels won the bonus, Cloud9 found ways to like catch up for a bit into a 4-2 scoreline, but then it could potentially now be a 9-3, 10-2 half for Sentinels going into the second half. But thankfully, Zeppa, gets the first blood with the Sheriff buy that C9 has, and the back from Moxie.
Okay.
Clean shots.
I mean, this is what it takes right now for Cloud9. The low buys trying to get under the skin of Sentinels here. I mean, you're not going to get this every round, so they better use the advantage they have coming out of this one immediately. Still, we've seen the 2v4, and it's not even guns for C9 this time.
Crosshair placement could be good again.
Last player standing.
Can Vic finish it off? Bang goes for another one, an ace on the board all by himself here. Zeppa and Net are left. Has to deal with the flashes. And the uplink shows exactly where he is.
That's huge though. Not getting spammed after the hat came through and he survives. Now he can play around the map.
He's got
Keep
one
C9
star.
guessing.
That's it, pulling them in.
At least weapons got picked up now. 2 rifles on the side of C9.
Bang. Bang with the ace. Bang with the Red Bull clutch. Another. The game and to the fans today.
Sentinels fans definitely are getting some goodies so far from highlight reels coming out from these players across the board. Mentioning clutches out from Zelsis. Aces on this first map.
We're going to figure out how effective that is right off the bat. It's Cloud9 down 4 on the southern side, sniffing around the B side of the map.
Interesting use of the Teo salvos from Cloud9 early on is to break some of those trips. None of them here, though.
Oxy will try to follow the drone, but will only waltz his way into Ye's crosshair. 2 kills found, make that 3 for El Diablo as he's got 4. Coming to life right off the bat. And the ace delivered for Evil Geniuses. I buy power ace coming through as the pistol goes the way of the deep.
Right off the bat, I'm scared for other teams. And what a heads-up play from Ye. I think he held on to that trip, placed it late, so it got value in the middle of the round. Those salvos used
from Cloud9 early on. Man, they had better do it a little better than that, though. Going forward. Just some sheriffs here. Aspas with that hero rifle in hand. Only half armor.
All of MIBR were stacked up towards A, but they didn't actually use their utility early. They were waiting for a sound cue to let all of that rip. So now they just have the stealth drone pushing through as we watch Sen on the opposite side of the map with all of this C control. But the info that MIBR are getting should allow them to make a rotation towards the C site, try and help Shen if he attends on anchoring.
Cortezia just smoked cross map to try and slow Sentinels down, but now they're going to start to make this push towards C, and MIBR are not convinced the Sen are going to end on this site. But we can see it. We know better. They are pretty darn deep. Aspas probably saw the clone crosshair, but knew that it was a fake.
It's the one man with a hero rifle for MIBR. Zekken finds the first onto Verno, and with all of these smokes obscuring his view, Aspas just cannot even find a moment to have impact on the round.
There's a rifle. Dropped, needs to be recovered. Looks like Shannon was able to get in amidst the cover of the poison orb, at least get that rifle in hand. He's going to have to make good use of it, though, because Zekken is tearing them limb from limb. He has to hear this, surely. Cortezia trying to get his way up the slope. Shannon does finally employ that rifle.
Cortezia has just picked one up as well, so decent enough weapon. Transfer from Zekken into the ace is so unreal.
Man, MIBR, not the way they want to start on this map. One that Sen have not won yet this stage.
Oh my god, I'm in.
It's a bit early for that, don't you think?
And that is going to force MIBR into the timeout.
That's just to give Derek access to the orb.
It kind of looked like Jorgamo was setting up to flash his teammate there, but the idea is that the flash is supposed to land behind it, lead, so that they can contest A main together with it. But the push didn't come. I think they were concerned that maybe Icy would send it off rip, but that would have been an extraordinarily bold way of playing with the showstopper. Instead, EG probably just want to wait and see if they can get a free pick with the Bucky. Can Jorg find out where Icy is playing?
He's going to spot this one out. Still with the drone as well. That's going to be putting the pressure now down onto Icy, and he lets loose anyway. It's going to be the ult here into his hands. Round to the side. Jorgamo can't escape it. G2 surely behind him now. A few seconds left to try and play for, but they have to clear out these spots here. Can they deroute Icy from this position? Lying in wait with the Bucky in hand. And my god, he's going to be making it awfully difficult. Waiting though, Util in and around for it. It's a wide face leaf, barely able to get a handle on it. Tucked to the corner still. His position's going to be noted. It's a pit drop down. Oh, and then hold on. Leaf. My god, man! Pulls an ace out of bloody nowhere.
It's come out here with the iBuy power ace to go up 10-2 after 4 rounds. Absurd, but exactly what the doctor ordered for G2.
Exactly so.
I'm sure you follow I, but the push out through A lobby last time. So Zelsis might be feeling a bit more pressure than usual to make sure that he stays boxed inside.
A flash play here, Zekken going to be inserted.
But all of this a feint. But a feint with 2 important players for Sen.
Zavos in the stun as well. Great crosshair placement though. Zekken, Jorgamo getting one as well for his troubles, and he backs himself out of there on top of it. And it has pulled a bit of the attention away here. G2 are quite scattered in terms of the defensive setup. And valyn, luckily with the thorns by his side as well. Those are going to be detonated by Leaf, so it has slowed down the approach by Sentinels, but they do have 40 seconds left to play with. And this game of cat and mouse has just gone the wrong way, but Leaf is absolutely going to be reciprocating. That's a steel guard and expecting an instant response, but Sen are slow themselves.
And here's Jorgamo with this late round repush. They're so confident right now, G2. Clearing out. valyn walking down mid. They've got great information that this is going to be ending C, but Leaf cannot die. Sen need to root him out.
It's a flurry of bullets. Leaf is barely alive. He's going to be limping towards the back of the side if he wants to try and make a play to push this one back here, but seconds to spare. Sen get themselves into the post plan at least, and G2 have that discipline, waiting for the smokes to dissipate. valyn earns himself 2, still Leaf back against the wall. He's going to know roughly the position of Zekken. Isolated into the 1v1, all for the ace. Dodging, sliding off to the side. Ult expended! And an ace is his!
Needed that. 5 kills. The fake over towards A long where he collects the first. Coming back in to make sure that his team is bailed out of a tricky situation. A clutch, an ace. Spectacular individual performance.